All right.
All right then.
How's it going?
Oh.
2 months in, isn't it? 8 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, and sometimes I think I'm at the end of my tether.
Do you?
I do.
How do you mean?
Well, just...
You don't seem at the end of your tether.
I know, because I'm just bringing my best possible self forward to the game. You know, you've got to kind of check in, haven't you? You've got to kind of go, blimey, everything's weird and I don't know what the future holds and everything's unstable and we've been asked to do one thing and then there's other people, thousands of people on the beach breaking those rules and you got the head of Ferguson shagging his mistress and breaking the rules and I'm being asked to keep the rules and sometimes I feel sort of a bit stuck on the fence, really.
What about what to do and what not to do?
Well, yeah, and you know, I think there's a lot of stress around. There's a lot of people obviously in fear about those people that are all clustering, doing the sardine thing.
There's a lot of
fear about that, a lot of annoyance, and you know, and people are attacking them. But I really, you know, I don't know. I live in the countryside, so I'm able to get outside and not see anybody. But I know if I was living in a town, I would be probably one of those people that would be, I don't know, ready to risk it just for my mental health and just get out there in the fresh air, get some vitamin D, make the kids happy and live your life, you know. And if you're not actually one of the people that are vulnerable, then great, just stay away from old people and people who are vulnerable. And I just feel like for people's mental health and probably for the economy as well, we kind of need to get back to some sort of...
See that can there? Just open a can of worms. That's what we've just done there. Because there's a load of people I know watching this who are going to completely disagree with that, which is fair enough. But the point you're making is that you have to be compassionate, at least to understand why people might be feeling a bit stressed out when they're locked up all day, and might need to. What it is that there's a lot of anger on Facebook from people that are intelligent, university educated people who are just shouting all the time at what people are doing wrong and why they're doing it wrong and pointing the finger at everything everyone else is doing which is wrong, which is fine because I understand that there's a big...
Well, we're all going a little bit stir crazy in different ways and it has to sort of come out. There's an anxiety, isn't there? And I suppose what I'm saying is I think we have to be mindful of where our energy is flowing and what we're attracting and what we're, you know, we're sort of firm believers of where your attention goes, your energy flows. So if your energy is going into disliking something or anger or whatever, you'll just be creating more of that stuff in your life and attracting more of that stuff. So you kind of have to be mindful, and even if you don't agree, there's really nothing you can do about those people on that beach in Southend or whatever. Nothing you can do. So you've got to go, hey ho, we've got to take... So we're all making our own choices. And
do you think that I think when people have a go at them online, they are thinking that they're shaming them or getting them to stop by shouting online?
I don't think they could care less. The people on the beach, I think
they couldn't care less.
They couldn't care less. They're just saying, I've got to live my life. And we've all got to do that, haven't we? We've all got to make our choices and keep our fingers crossed. And you know, maybe herd immunity is the way forward. Definitely, you know, that's kind of what we're doing, aren't we? We're having a little experiment right now. I just spat then. I just spat on my trousers.
That's a good job.
Did you see that?
Socially allowed to be in the same company of each other.
Luckily we're mingling already.
Yeah, it's a big one, isn't it? I think a lot of people have gone through... I mean, God, I don't know a thing about viruses or social distancing or anything. You know, and there's a lot of information out there, as we've spoken about quite a lot. So, but I just think there's a little bit of anxiety crept into things the last week or two, I think, from some of the people I've had conversations with. And that's because they're missing their daily lives and things they used to do, which they used to self-identify with, and it would make their day or their week, and they haven't had that for quite a long time now. What started off as being quite a novel concept or something they could get with, now it's, you know, coming into what's been 3 months, they're getting a bit tired and a bit lost.
Understandably, you know, I think that's what I think we're all feeling a little bit that, you know, I'd like to have some people over for lunch. It's not going to happen though, is it? Not yet. But
it's a very, very... I mean, you can definitely... What is quite interesting is on social media anyway, you can see the people... You can see where people's... where people are, in terms of, you know, that group there, that person there that I kind of thought I knew, oh, they think that person there, oh, he's going for that kind
Leaning
of take on
that
it.
way.
So you
I'm
get-
very on the fence about the whole thing. I don't know what, because I don't know enough of information. I don't have enough information about the science of it, and I think there's interesting things coming to light, and you know, there still seems to be people out there that think actually it's not as bad as they thought it was going to be. But that will take a while for all those stats to come in, I suppose, and we'll really be able to stand back and know.
What the thing is, you've got to find a way to adapt, haven't you? And a way
Yes.
to accept the situation in a way which is good for your own mental health. I think that's maybe something which is starting to emerge a little bit, actually,
Yes.
as it goes on.
You've got to check yourself.
Like, I know, for example, you know, being out gigging a lot, that, you know, if, for example, I'm really enjoying being at home and having some time off and just doing some different
You're
stuff.
just saying that, aren't you?
But if I was concentrating, if for example, if I was concentrating on all the gigs I'd missed or all the nights that I hadn't been out or something, or so if I was looking at things that way, then it would possibly...
or financially, you know,
Yeah.
financially we've taken a hit. And
So-
we don't know when the live music scene's going to get back on to normal, and if it ever does. And but you know, we can't worry about that, can we?
Well-
We can't sit and complain about it, and we can't really worry about it because there's absolutely nothing we can do.
So therefore, one has to
Therefore-
concentrate and be disciplined in one's thoughts and strong, and that is very hard to do.
But necessary. There's no other choice, is there, but to keep thinking positive thoughts.
Well, there are other choices, but they
And-
might lead you down a road which is going to be depression or anxiety.
Well, it's going to be detrimental to your health, actually. You know, if you find yourself in stressing too much, it will affect your immune system.
I think
They say, don't they? They've
yeah, the
proven
studies.
that. So,
I think I suggest that you know, as much as one understands the anger and outrage at someone going to the beach, or as much as someone is missing whatever they used to do, that it's like now is a really important time to just really get in the now and realise that, look, I had a great quote the other day that the memory has no future, which is kind of interesting because what it's saying is there's no point me thinking about my memories now and thinking about me missing them. Okay, they might come and go as little thoughts I can live with and enjoy, but there's no point in this lockdown me thinking about all those things I used to do because I can't get there. So I need to adapt my way of thinking and accept my position and be strong and disciplined about that and focus on things I can do in the now which can bring me like moments of happiness, and you can go strong in that environment, I think.
yeah, like digging the garden for your
Crikey,
wife.
yeah, we did that this week, and it's normally Ava's thing, and she's got some good muscles going on
I've
there.
got some good patches.
Me, not so much of a gardener, more of a writer and a runner.
And
so
the lawnmower.
I'm there with this thing going like digging. Honestly, my heart was like bam, bam, bam. I stood up at one point going, I'm going to go down. I feel like I'm going to faint. So I learnt about how to turn the earth.
Yeah,
You know,
that's been our response. If it really goes shit-shaped, at least we'll have something to eat.
well, that's a very good
I
plan.
encourage you all to plant.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, we're going.
Well, lots of love, everybody. So
Whee! Low battery.
yeah, adapt and accept, and maybe like if you've got a bit of anger, just go for a run or something.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.